All right. Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Caryn VanderHeuvel. I'm an attorney referee. We're here today on case D21508DS. I am recording today's hearing. Ma'am, if you could state your name and address for the record, please.
Krista Thomas, 7875 Broadbridge, Fairhaven, 48023.
Thank you. For the record, the other party on the case, Matthew Sullivan, has not appeared by Zoom today. Hearing was set for 1:30. It's now 1:36. I am going to proceed without him. Certainly, if he appears in my Zoom waiting room, I will permit him to participate in the hearing today.
Okay.
We have one minor child on the case, Anthony, date of birth September 17th, 2011. DHHS filed a complaint on behalf of the minor child on March 18th. And on April 8th, Judge Damon signed an order sending the case to friend of court for recommendations today on custody, parenting time, and child support. So that's why we're here. Ms. Thomas, tell me what arrangements you and Mr. Sullivan have with your son, Anthony.
We don't. He lives in West Virginia. He's never really had any custody or anything with him. He usually only sees him a couple hours every 2 years. So it's not much.
And does Anthony ever travel to West Virginia to visit with his father?
No, he did one time a couple of years ago because his grandfather was passing away, but that was the only time.
Okay. And when was the last time you had contact with Mr. Sullivan?
When I actually got the letter in the mail, I did text him and ask if he had received anything, and he said no. So that was maybe 3 weeks ago.
And we did serve him with papers on his most recent address in West Virginia. It did not come back to us for a bad address, so I assume that it was either forwarded to him or he is residing at the address that we have on file for him. Ma'am, what school does your son Anthony attend?
He goes to Ashley Elementary through Anchor Bay.
Mm-hmm. And what grade is he in?
3rd.
Any CPS involvement with your home?
No.
Any criminal history for you?
No.
All right. What I'm going to recommend to Judge Damon today is that you have sole legal and sole physical custody of your son, Anthony, that Mr. Sullivan be permitted parenting time as agreed between the two of you, which really kind of continues what you two have already been doing. If he reaches out to you and wants to see Anthony and you're comfortable with it, then by all means, you can certainly make those accommodations. If he reaches out for parenting time and you're not in agreement, then Mr. Sullivan can file a motion with our office and we would have a hearing like this one to talk about specific parenting time and what's appropriate for Anthony. But in the meantime, there's nothing barring you two from working out parenting time between yourselves as you already have been doing for, it sounds like a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions for me about that?
I do not, no.
Okay. The only other issue today is child support. Ma'am, what type of state assistance does Anthony receive in your home?
He does have health insurance through the state.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any food assistance?
No.
Okay.
Well, we do get free lunches. That's it though, normally.
And do you have any other children besides Anthony?
I do. I have a 4-year-old daughter.
Okay. And are you working at this time?
No, I'm not.
And when was the last time you held employment?
The end of February.
And where were you working then?
Macomb Internal Medicine Associates. I just was secretary.
Mm-hmm. And was that part-time or full-time?
Full-time.
And what were you making per hour?
$14.50.
And what happened to that employment?
Due to childcare and my daughter she only has school twice a week for 8 hours. So it's just it was too much for right now.
Okay. And how are you supporting yourself? Are you receiving any type of unemployment?
I'm not, no. I just basically been using my savings.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, does Mr. Sullivan have any other children besides Anthony?
He has 2 sons that are younger than him.
Okay. And do you know if he's working at this time?
I believe so, but I don't know where.
Okay. So because Mr. Sullivan did not participate in today's hearing or submit any proof of income prior to hearing, what I'm going to do is take the issue of support under advisement. I'm going to run his social number through our systems, see if I can come up with any employment or income information for him. Once I receive that information, then I'll go ahead and do a support calculation for Anthony. And I will put all of that into writing along with the custody and parenting time recommendations, and I'll mail that out to both you and Mr. Sullivan, along with a date to appear in front of Judge Damon if you have any objections to what I'm recommending. If you don't have any objections, you're not required to appear before the judge, but it is your chance to be heard, okay? Any questions for me about any of that?
No.
Okay. All right, then, like I said, I'll try and track down that information by the end of this week and get that recommendation out to you and Mr. Sullivan. If you have any questions in the meantime, please call our office. Otherwise, I want to wish you and Anthony the best of luck, and you're all set for today.
All right. Thanks so much.